down to Argentina at with the band at the time when the military junta were running the country. It was a very bad time for Argentina. Well, it always seems to be a bad time for Argentina. They're not doing too well today, are they? They've just voted in a complete idiot. But let's not get into politics. Definitely dodgy. We went down there, so the military junta were everywhere. They were arresting people, disappearing them, and it was very repressed. We went down there, an innocent little young rock band, not knowing anything, but we did wonder why they put us in a hotel outside of Buenos Aires rather than right in the center. Seemed a bit suspicious, but we carried on. And the night that we were going to play, we came downstairs into the lobby of the hotel, and there were some kids there. And we were like signing autographs and all that. And so there was a young girl, about 16, crying. Oh, you know, I sort of felt like we were medieval knights with shining armor coming to rescue the oppressed people. It was quite a strange feeling. But we went to the venue and we're doing the show and it's all going well, except it was probably about the size of this place in those days, and there were cops everywhere, big fat cops, and they all had truncheons and big sticks. They were poking everybody. No one was allowed to get up, and they all had to sit there and, you know, clap their hands like that. And no, you know, it was a very oppressed scene. It was sort of weird to play, you know, trying to really rock it out, and no one could move, you know. But eventually, we were starting to get towards the end of the show, and the same little girl that I saw in the hotel is suddenly right in front of me on the stage. A couple of other kids came up, and you know, they just couldn't contain themselves. But I was standing there, this little girl was standing in front of me, and this big cop came up and starts kind of pressing her with his big stick and trying to move her on. So I went up to him and like that. Very bad move. Not a good move. And then we carried on, and like, oh my God, you know. And I'll show you. Oh, it's up there. There he is. Yes.
Wow.
This was not my greatest move. No, we carry on playing. And Sting comes across the stage and says, "They're going to arrest you." He looks really overjoyed. Thanks, mate. Yeah, we come off the stage, we have to go back for encore. And the manager said, start thinking. They brought a a detective with them, and, you know, and you've got to think of something, you know. Oh, God, I go back. It's a heavy moment, and I came off thinking, okay, this is it. Christmas in Buenos Aires prison. Lovely. My mum's not going to be very pleased about this. So we go to the little dressing room, we're all standing there, the other two are being extremely sarcastic. Oh Christ, what am I going to do? You know, and eventually, of course, the door knocks. We open the door, in comes the cop, that cop, and with a plainclothes guy. And I just instinctively, I sort of went across the dressing room, and I threw my arms around him, and, "Oh, you okay? Senor, so sorry about that girl. Oh, awful. You know, I'm code bullshit. And, oh, you're okay, mate. Oh, good." He looked confused. I think he'd ate the wrong thing for dinner or something. Plainclothes guy goes, "Okay, never come back to Argentina. Never come back." So that was it. They let me on. Of course, I went back many times. And, you know, yeah, it was a good moment. It was the police versus the police, and we won. In fact, they actually made a TV show. I was asked to be in this TV show where I'm sort of sitting in this setup and I'm playing, and the guy's pretending to be the cop. He comes in, you know, like, you know, it's hard to punch it. You know. So it became a sort of a legendary moment. I was quite pleased about that. So that's me in Argentina.
All right.
It's hard to play down there these days. Anyway, moving on to the next bit. When I was a kid, I used to go to what we called the Continental Cinema in my hometown. There's a picture of it. When I was 15, 16, I went to all these foreign movies that were so great for me. They were all these old black and white movies. Well, they were of that period. And it was like an education because I was living in a rural town in England. But I saw all these amazing films that were very sophisticated, and it taught me a lot outside of the hometown. This was it. And eventually I saw this film called Black Orpheus, which I didn't know where it was. It was all set in Rio de Janeiro, where I seem to play just about every other week these days. And marvelous music by a great Brazilian guitarist composer called Luiz Bonfá. He wrote a song for it called Manhã de Carnaval. And I'd like to play that for you now.
Oh.